company had denied you insurance coverage because you need a new roof. Polo International has the smartest, most cost-effective solution. Spray polyurethane foam, or SPF, has the highest grading in resistance to wind weather damage, providing complete insulation to your existing roof. Time proven and tested. Call about savings with SPF and Polo International today. Has the highest grading in resistance to wind weather damage, providing complete insulation to your existing.
Now at 10. Tanker trouble. A chaotic crash right outside of a home prompting a major response in Oakland Park. A double shooting turning deadly in Miramar. 7 News is at the scene. A driver in a stolen van leading police on a dangerous chase that would come to a smashing stop. It's a 7 News exclusive.
It was going to be an amazing concert, and Jen wanted to surprise her husband with tickets.
So I bought them through StubHub. They were a nice chunk of change, about $850 for the 2 tickets.
But the band canceled, and StubHub didn't return their money. See if Help Me Howard has a solution that will be music to concert-goers' ears.
And great news for Dolphins fans. Their star quarterback could be back on the gridiron soon. All right, good morning, South Florida. We are so glad to have you with us. I'm Taurus Jones.
And I'm Samantha Sosa in for Alex Diarmas. Today in Florida at 10 starts now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
All right, let's get started on this Tuesday morning with a live view of North Bay Village. It is looking clear and wonderful out there, and it has been so nice to feel that change in the weather a little bit.
That's right, some weather you can enjoy. Let's get you a check of the weather. Meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with the first look at our forecast. Erica, good morning.
Good morning, and we are enjoying this quiet weather across South Florida. You can see that weak disturbance that brought some rainfall over the weekend moving away, but a weak fall front is on its way. It's just taking a little bit of time. Eventually, it will get to us. In the meantime, South Florida overall drier, but there's still a slight chance for a few showers, especially as we work our way into the afternoon. Quick check on those temperatures. Still very comfortable. 81 Pompano Beach, 84 in Fort Lauderdale, 86 degrees right now from Hollywood to 85 in Hialeah. Mid-80s extending into MIA, 83 in Kendall, lower 80s extending into Homestead. And as we work our way into the Florida Keys, believe it or not, we are seeing some 70s, but not because it's cooler. It's because it's rain cooled with some showers and cloud cover across the area. 82 in Key West, 78 right now in Cudjoe, and seeing those 70s extending from the lower Keys all the way through the middle Keys. Lower 80s for the upper Keys. Miami-Dade, Broward County still looking pretty good, but as we work our way into the Florida Keys, you'll notice that there is a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity surrounding the island chain. Most of it right now across the Florida Straits, but we do have some showers pushing through the upper Keys, and we'll see the occasional shower across South Florida, but very isolated in nature. I'll have much more in your forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Developing at 10, a rollover wreck prompting a huge response in Oakland Park. The tanker flipping on a street just feet away from a home. 7's Jordan Segundo is live where the crash happened. Jordan, good morning.
Good morning, Samantha. Well, that crash happening at around 5:30 this morning, and crews are still busy out here trying to deal with the situation. Now, let's show you some 7 Skyforce video taken a little earlier this morning. Shows you just how close that fuel tanker came to these homes here on North Andrews Avenue near Northwest 53rd Court here in Oakland Park. Now, the driver of that tanker was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. No word exactly on what caused the crash, but luckily no one else was hurt. But as you can imagine, the residents who lived in those homes as well as the surrounding neighborhood just in complete shock after hearing that loud boom this morning, then coming out to find that a fuel tanker was on its side. Now, we're told that the tanker was carrying 2,600 gallons of fuel. No word on how much has spilled out, but fire and hazmat crews were able to contain the spill before the next phase took place.
What's going on now is an extended operation to try and remove all of the fuel from inside of that overturned truck, put it onto another truck to safely get it out of here so that a tow truck can clean up the scene.
And so again, they've been out here for a few hours, and it's likely going to be a few more hours before they're able to upright that fuel tanker. But again, they were able to contain the fuel spill. Right now, though, the roads are closed in both directions here on North Andrews Avenue here in Oakland Park. So if you have any thing to do around this area, you might want to find a different alternate. We'll be out here live in this location until we finally see that tanker upright. Hopefully it won't be too long. But for now, reporting live from Oakland Park, I'm Jordan Segundo, today in Florida.
Also developing now, police are investigating a deadly shooting in Miramar. 7's Alex Browning is live, or at least one of those victims was found.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat and leave a comment below. This is a make-or-break season. He's got to make an impact. Good morning to all you guys watching over YouTube right now. It is Tuesday, October 15th. Everybody here, welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. We love having you here. We love having all of you joining us every single morning as we do our best to be here every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with sports entertainment. Today, we got a lot to talk about. And as you know, I got my coffee lined up right here. I hope all of you guys do in the chat. Good morning to all you guys watching live across YouTube and people that will watch this later on. We have a lot to talk about today. Hope all of you guys are ready to get started. And in the chat right now, we have a lot of people coming in. As you know, the country is divided in many ways. I'm going to make sure that I come on here today and we are being unbiased. We're being truthful. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to bullshit with you guys. I'm going to tell you the real cold-hearted facts, the real feelings. You got white people, black people, Spanish people, all kinds of people. The U.S., I'd like to say some of these major cities, New York, Miami, California, a lot of diversity. And I just want to say this. I believe right now there's a lot happening. This is the most important election, I believe, that has ever happened in our nation for a lot of reasons. We're going to dive into that right now. Guys, it's Tuesday the 15th. Welcome back to the show. Let's dive into this right now. The Donald Trump, Kamala Harris live update today. There's a lot going on. All of you that jump on this and hang out with us on a daily basis know we are a sports platform, sports entertainment, but during the election, everything going on, we have to cover this, even things like Diddy and all those newscasts, everything here. But right now, this is important. Let's dive into this right now. We got Donald Trump, we got Kamala Harris. The debates have happened. Obviously, Joe Biden is out. Kamala Harris is in. Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, head-to-head. The heat is on. The race is on. And people want to know where they're at right now. I'm going to break this down for you right now and let you know what is going on. And I'm going to do this for you guys to understand point blank, honest truth. And listen, I always have my red jacket on because I love that red jacket for the show. But as you can see, I'm unbiased. I got a blue jacket on today, so you guys know. So I'm not coming at you trying to make you decide on what you should pick and try to make you select a president or candidate. I'm telling you the cold-hearted facts and the cold-hearted truth, okay? And we're going to dive into this right now. If you're watching this in the live stream, we're all together in the live stream. Click who you think's going to win the election. Who do you want, Trump or Harris? And right now, I can tell you right now, the heat is on, the race is on. It's getting very damn close. Let's dive into this right now. Why is Obama now on the campaign trail for Kamala Harris? Why is he on the campaign trail? What is he doing? Is he helping or is he hurting? We're going to go into that right now because, as you know, it has been one of those things where Kamala Harris was kind of in the dark. She didn't say that much, and all of a sudden you've seen her a little bit, but not that much, as opposed to Trump and Vance. They've been out there on the campaign trail doing so many interviews, like 70 or 80 interviews. To Kamala Harris is 20 or 30. She doesn't really speak that much. You don't hear her that much. And then Joe Biden, when Joe Biden talks about Kamala Harris, I'll be honest with you, it's not very good. When Obama now is on the campaign trail. He's out there, he's speaking to people. I got videos for you guys right now. I want you guys to see. I want to hear what you guys think. And first, before we show this video, if you're watching right now, hit that damn like button right now. In the chat, if you're watching this right now, everybody put Trump or Harris in the chat right freaking now. And if you're watching this live, you can even put Obama in there, put USA in there, put the flag in there. We're diving into this right now. The heat is on, the race is on, and this is going to be an election that people have to understand. This is one of the biggest elections ever And Elon Musk obviously is supporting Donald Trump. And it says, if this, listen right now, this heads to the Democratic side, they said it could be detrimental. This is Elon Musk saying this. And he says, whoever wins this election is going to be the biggest ever. So right now, I want to move on to this. Is Obama helping or is he hurting Kamala Harris? You guys heard that correct. Is Obama helping or is he hurting? And I got a live video right now for you guys to watch. I want to hear your explanation. I want to hear what you guys think. Look at this video here. I'm going to pull this up. I want to hear what you guys think. Hopefully it's loud and clear. I want you guys to get the understanding. Before I pull that up, the problem that I got, and I'm telling you straight, and again, look, I got a blue jacket on because I want to be unbiased for you guys. Obama is speaking directly to black people only. For all the white people in the chat right now and all the white people that are going to watch this show later, he is talking to black people only and specifically black men. I'm just telling you, how do you get rid of racism? You stop talking about race. I'm telling you right now in front of all you people, I'm white, black, I got Spanish in my family. I'm telling you the damn truth. How do you get rid of racism? You stop talking about race. When you got a football team, you don't say, oh, look at all the black people that are so fast on the field. Or that one white guy is really fast. You stop doing that. You just say, hey, look, Dave, Kevin, right? Raheem, whatever the freaking names are, doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if you're white, black, you got Shaquita, you got all the way down the line where people could say, oh, that name, and then you can go over to the white, all the way to the white, you can say John Doe, John Smith, whatever. You can go all the way down the line, and you can use Lamar or any kind of black name if you want to call it black or white, whatever. And I'm using those names because people will use those names frequently and be like, oh, this is a black person, white person. I don't give a damn. I'm unbiased. I'm telling you the damn truth. I don't give a shit what you are. If you're a good person, you're a friend of mine. That's how it goes. If you know me, I know you. You're a good person. Cool. I don't care if you're white, black, Spanish. Doesn't matter to me. But what's happening right now, Obama is speaking to black people only. Why would you, as a former president, okay, and now you're on the campaign trail, get up there and only talk to black men only, and then, listen, I'm going to let you watch this video, and then tell black men, oh, listen, if you got a problem because it's a woman up there running for president, you got to forget that and vote for your sister and yada, yada, yada. I'm not saying that he doesn't have something that he really believes in. I'm not saying that he's not trying to be on the campaign trail and win the election, like that's the goal. But the point is, don't get up there as a former president and only speak to black people or black men. Excuse me. That is just a horrible situation. All the white people watching are going to go, wait, why is he only talking to the black people? Like, because he's trying to get the black vote. Watch this right now. And then I got a clip from Stephen A. Smith's show, what he said as well. I want you guys to take this in and watch and tell me what you think.
Of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that. Because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. Mm-hmm. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that.
But the lecturing didn't stop there. As Barrack...
What? Listen, the problem that I have with Obama getting up there, and if you didn't hear it, what he said was, he said, if you get up there and you don't vote for Kamala Harris, you just have a problem with a woman. You have a problem voting for a woman, and you should get out there and vote for her. And he's speaking to black men. The goal for him in this video, what he said as he got on there, he said he's speaking to black men primarily. He said he got a problem with that. He has a problem with that. And look, there's a lot of people out there that might go, yeah, well, he's talking to the black people. He's trying to get the black vote, and he should be doing that. I'm not saying that on the campaign trail that he's doing something wrong. What I'm saying is you're creating a race barrier again. I know a lot of black people out there, a lot of white people out there looking at it going, yeah, I do want this vote. I do what's in it for me. I do understand that. And I'm not saying that some black people don't deserve something, or people that maybe of poverty and minorities don't deserve something, and maybe a little bit of help in the right direction of how we can really figure it out. Not in a way to just be a handout, but how can we bring in culture together to make it work? Yeah, that's all great. But to get up there and do that is just not what I think makes the most sense. Now, let's dive into what Stephen A. Smith had to say. Listen to this right now, because they got on there and they said, oh, Trump didn't want to rent to people. There's a racist situation where he didn't want to rent to people back in the day. And Stephen A. Smith said, you want to bring that up? You got to bring up everything. Don't just bring up something on Trump, then don't bring up something on Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. And the reason why I got this message on there is because Stephen A. Smith is trying to call a spade, which I think is so important, because Stephen A. Smith has voted for Kamala Harris. Kamala, gotta say it the right way. I don't know how she wants to say it, but we're just gonna call it like it is. Kamala, no hate, no hard feelings, just trying to say it the right way here. But let's take a look at what Stephen A. Smith has to say. Watch this clip right here. This is important to listen to.
But what she has inherited. You have a president in Joe Biden who has his own history. Don't get me started with the crime bill of 1994. We want to bring up Trump in the 70s and rent control and all, and denying rent to black folks. We don't want to bring up Biden and how he got along with segregationists in the 70s. We don't want to bring up how Kamala Harris, then a presidential candidate in 2020, called him out for his support of segregationists when it came to busing. We want to ignore that. You don't think black people heard that? You don't think there's some trepidation in the hearts and the minds of black people from time to time? At least from the past? Not even talking about what he's done during this administration, which some people will believe his policies and his heart have been in the right place in some of their eyes. You're President Obama. How do you ignore that?
We're getting back to that in a second. What I like what Stephen A. Smith is saying is, if you're going to bring up, if Kamala Harris or anybody in the Democratic Party is going to bring up something about Trump and say, hey, you didn't rent to black people. If you're going to do that and you're going to bring that to attention, then you got to bring up the whole picture. And what he said was, Kamala Harris actually brought up a point against Joe Biden when she was against Joe Biden, wanted to win and beat Joe Biden. She brought it up and said, hey, what about you? Was for the segregation situation back in the day. And people were like, whoa, we forgot about that, right? Like Stephen A. Smith is bringing this information to light to make the race even. You can't go down this whole campaign trail and then talk about certain things and leave a lot of things out. And the problem really comes down to people that are voting. You have to understand what you're voting for. What are you voting for? People that are in the live stream right now, what are you voting for? If you vote for if you vote for Kamala Harris, Biden's out. We'll get to that in a second. If you vote for Harris, why? What is she going to do for you? If you vote for Trump, what is he going to do for you? And I'm not just saying you individually, but what is he doing for the country? That's what I want to know from you guys. And we got to make it right here where you guys will be able to talk live and pull your your messages up on here in a second. We're going to do that. But my question to you guys, if you're in this live stream right now, what I'm trying to get, and again, you guys know in the Mason Mob, you know we're in this together. People that are watching this live stream right now, all the people that are in the building, I'm going to say your names all in 1 second. Everybody hit that like button right now, subscribe, put a message in the chat. And if you haven't yet, put Trump or Harris in the chat right now. It's a tight stream. It's a tight debate. We got people out here from New York today that are popping in and out of the chat voting. You know, a lot of people up there. You got a lot of red voters, blue voters. You know, it's fairly down the middle right now. The country is divided, and the country needs to come together after the election. We'll talk about that in a second. But I'm telling you right now, I think when I look at the big picture and look at what, Obama is doing, I think that Obama is severely hurting Kamala Harris, getting up there and talking about, the black men only, or getting out there and really kind of letting people be known that he has to get out there and speak for her. Like, let's be clear right now. She apparently needs Obama to get out there on the campaign trail. Like, are we together with that right now? Like, basically, the Democratic Party has been saying that they're kind of worried. They're kind of worried right now that it's a little too close for comfort. She had a quick lead when she jumped in there, and obviously Joe Biden stepped down or was forced down. We'll get to that in a second. When he was forced down or stepped down or whatever, and she was become the quote unquote person running for president, people were all excited at first. There was a lot of cheers and a lot of laughter, and a lot of excitement, and all of a sudden that is starting to shift. I'm telling you guys like it is. I'm telling you like it is, completely unbiased, and that is why I got the blue jacket on today. You guys know I wear my red jacket every time. You just joined us right now. I have a red jacket I wear for all my stuff, my shows for years. I love coming on here talking about my red jacket. It looks great. But then people are like, well, that's bias. Well, guess what? I got a blue jacket on today to show that I don't give a damn about that. I'm talking about the country right now. And I think right now, personally, Obama is not helping. I think he's hurting Kamala Harris with those type of conversations. And all those black people out there that were listening to that conversation and were listening to Obama talk, they didn't like it. I'm telling you right now, they didn't like it. And the black community, the black culture did not like it. And listen, yeah, obviously Kamala Harris is getting a lot of the black vote right now, but every single year it's coming down. And it's coming down. The percentages are coming down, and they're coming down. And more black voters, not just black men, black voters are starting to shift toward Donald Trump. And you can see it in the communities. You can see it in conversation. You can see it in celebrities. You can see all this. And again, this wasn't nothing. I didn't say anything so far against Kamala Harris yet. We didn't even go down that road. I'm just talking about Obama right now. And Joe Biden, when they talk about her, I'm just telling you, it doesn't come off like a genuine thing. It comes off like, hey, we better get some people out there campaigning because race is a little too close for comfort. Now, is Joe Biden upset about being forced out? Or was Joe Biden not forced out? In the live stream right now, I want you guys to tell me, everybody in this live stream together, people that are coming in that are going to watch this live right now, people that are going to watch this later, in the live stream right now, was Joe Biden forced out? Or did Joe Biden leave on his own? I want your opinion on that right now. In the live stream, if you're watching this right now, if you just joined us, put Trump or Harris. But I want you guys to tell me, I see right now 65% of people here have picked Trump. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of Democrats that came in here because I shared it on New York Today on that platform. I have a New York Today page on social media, and there's a lot of Democrats up there. And let me tell you, a lot of those people are shifting to Donald Trump. And I'm telling you right now, there is about 80% of people came from there. I'm looking on here where they came, the traffic came today, and there's a lot of people voting for Donald Trump. I'm just telling you right now, it is shifting. My question to you is, why did Joe Biden leave the race? I want you guys to tell me what you think right now real quick, and I'm going to say all your names here in a second. So if you're in the live stream right now, stick here right now because I'm getting ready to announce all you guys and tell you guys how I feel about and how much I appreciate you guys in here. But I'm just saying, do you think that Joe Biden is upset about this? Or do you think he said, yeah, I'm good to go? I think Joe Biden is pissed off. I think Joe Biden really wants to be in the race. I think Joe Biden really wants to be the next president again in the United States. And I think that everyone around him, the Democratic Party, said, this is not a good situation for us. He got absolutely destroyed by Donald Trump in that debate. And I'll tell you, everyone that's in the live stream right now, I will tell you this, around the world, everybody said that. And then CNN obviously said, well, you know, it was a close debate. It wasn't close. It wasn't close. Now, the next debate with Trump and Kamala Harris, I do think that Trump won, but I will tell you this, it was a lot more even. She said some points. The moderators, I don't think that was fair. I think CNN was actually fair, believe it or not. The first debate with Trump and Biden, I think it was pretty fair. A lot of Republicans might disagree and say that the CNN debate was not fair. I actually believe the CNN debate was fair. And I was kind of confused by that. I'm like, man, CNN, they are 100% all for, Biden or Harris administration. And they were pretty fair. But this last debate was not. And I'm telling you like it is right now. If you're coming into the live stream, who do you got? Trump, Kamala Harris, let me know. And do you think Biden was forced out? I mean, let's be real here. He said, I'm only going to leave this unless I have a catastrophic event, because he wanted to prove that he was healthy, he was fit for president. And that was not the case. He's out, and they did not vote for Kamala Harris. Nobody voted for Kamala Harris. Kamala, say it right. I'm biased here. Nobody voted for her to be in there. She was placed in there. Everyone that's coming into live stream right now, if you voted for Kamala Harris, or you're voting for Kamala Harris, and you voted for Biden, you did not have a chance to pick her. She was in automatically, and you guys had no damn choice. That's the honest opinion, and that's the honest statement, and I'm sticking by that. And let me tell you something. If that was Donald Trump, I'd say we didn't vote for him, but everybody did. So now let's move on for a second. I don't think Joe Biden is happy about this. I think he's upset. I think he's pissed off, and he's saying multiple things that lead you to believe that he's not happy about the whole situation. He's letting it be known that he's like, wait a second, he wants to be there, and guess what? He was forced out. That's my opinion. I'm sticking by that. I don't think for a second that Joe Biden woke up and said, And listen, if you're watching this right now live, tell me what you think. Do you think Joe Biden woke up that day and said, nah, I don't feel good today. I'm not running for president? Do you think that's what happened? Or do you think the Democratic Party saw the debate and said, woo, we got a lot of work to do. We got to figure this shit out. What do you guys think right now? And if you're new in the building, I see some new faces coming in the building. How you feeling? Marvin, what's going on? Annie's in the building. Stevie's girl, Tracy. Everyone that's in the building, I'm going to say your names right now. If you're watching this live, American Pride, I see is in the chat. Everybody, Pitbull Mama, throw the dice in the chat right now. Put the American flags in the chat, and let's get that damn USA chant going right now. If you're watching this live right now, let me tell you something. There's a lot of things coming our way. There's a lot of people reaching out to us, a lot of networks reaching out to us going, look, we want you in sports. We want you in entertainment. They're trying to make some decisions. They sent me some cool offers, some dynamic things, and I didn't make those decisions yet. But I will tell you this right now. If you're watching this live and you're just joining us right now, if you're in the Mesa Mall, put the flag in the chat right now. Put the flag in the chat and let people know, put USA out there, because whoever wins the damn race, we got to come together regardless. Now, this is the part of the question I got for you. Kamala, however you want to say it. Why is Kamala Harris all of a sudden focused on the border? And I bring this up a lot because this shit is important to me. This shit is important to me. Brenda's in the house. I see you guys. I see Brandon. Jermaine's in the building. How are you doing out there, everybody? Risha's in the building. We appreciate you coming in. It's unbiased. It's an open conversation. I welcome everybody to come in and have this conversation. Nobody is going to be considered hated on or wrong in the building right now. I appreciate all your opinions, and we want to know what you think. I can tell you right now, Trump is leading in a lot of the polls that we do, and everything that we're picking here. I'm seeing more of the swing to Trump right now. And in the chat, have an honest, fair discussion. If someone says something, talk with them, give your honest opinion. Don't hold back. We're going to work on this together. Now, why all of a sudden is Kamala starting to focus more on the border? You want to know why? Because everyone understands that is the biggest problem we have is the safety in our country. And Trump has been talking about this the whole time. And I'm not saying that when Trump was in office, the border was fixed. Let me be clear right now when I say this, because I have to tell you this completely unbiased. I'm not saying that when Trump was in office, it was 100% a done deal. I'm not saying that when Trump was in office, the border was fixed and everyone was happy and everything was great. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when he was in office, that was his focus point, 100%. That was a focus point of his. Now, he had other policies and things I thought were great. But a major focus point for Donald Trump, 150%, that border was a main focus point. And now, more than ever, the border is an absolute disgrace. The border is an absolute disgrace. And Kamala, whatever, and the administration, obviously, and look, Joe Biden said this on national TV. He said, she's making a lot of decisions. She's running the damn country, basically, because when they turn and say who's doing what, she's doing this and that. It's not Joe Biden. If he's not fit to run for president, he's not fit to be president of the United States right now, the best damn country in the world. If someone is not fit to run for president right now, to be president here in 20 days, how the hell is he going to be president right now, run this country? Guess what? He's not running the damn country right now. There's a lot of people running that country, along with Kamala Harris and Democratic Party administration, maybe Obama, the Clintons. Who knows? I'm just throwing it out there to let you guys know. But she's focused on that border policy right now because guess what? That is eating her lunch right now. That is the biggest problem. All these people from around the world are pouring into the United States, running through apartment complexes, raiding things. We got people going missing. We got all kind of shit going. If you just joined us right now, hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure you put USA in the chat and put Trump or Harris in the chat so we know who you're voting for. And you got your selection at there, top right-hand screen right there. You can make your decision. You can pick right now on here and let us know who you're voting for today. And people that are coming into the building will let us know as well. But I'll tell you this right now. The border, and I just pulled it up for you to see, the border is a disgrace. And it is 1,000,000 times worse now than it was before. All right? And I just showed you a clip from Stephen A. Smith. I thought that was so important to show you because Stephen A. Smith is out there trying to, let people, listen, he's voting. Okay, I just said this. I want you guys to understand something. Stephen A. Smith is voting for Kamala Harris, okay? But when I watch what he said here, and I got this clip, when he talks about Joe Biden, he talks about the administration, he talks about Trump, he's like, yeah, you can say this about Trump, but then you got to say the same thing. You got to mention the same things about Joe Biden and what he's done. And I'm just saying, I love his policies. I love how he's speaking, because he's like, look, we got to call it fair. We can't go out here and BS and just talk about Trump or just talk about Kamala Harris. We got to put it all on the table. And when you put it all on the table, there's a lot of things going on. And I think Obama is hurting, more importantly, hurting Kamala Harris than anything. When I look at the presidential election right now, the polls, the current system of what's going on, a lot of people right now would like to argue the fact that it was neck and neck. Then they said Kamala Harris was winning the election. Now they're saying Trump is gaining ground. Do you guys agree right now? Who do you guys think is actually winning the election right now? I got some new faces coming in here in the building also. Ronnie's in the building. Welcome to the live show. We appreciate Ronnie. Ronnie is a full-time, he's got a security business out there, private securities in the building, does all the celebrities, Bad Bunny and more, tons of people. And everybody say Ronnie. Everybody say what's up to Ronnie in the building, joining us for our live stream. I believe he was here yesterday. He's big time security, private security, all that. This is the guy based in Florida, but he's all over doing tons of things, goes on tours. Say what's up to Ronnie in the building right there. Private security we have now for the show and also for other things. We're going to have him and his full-time crew. We greatly appreciate him coming into the building. Who else coming in here? How are you guys feeling out there right now? And when I look at, listen, I want to tell you something. The reason why this is so important to me, and I have this question for you guys watching this, when you watch the transition of what's going on, like the transition of power and why, Trump obviously was pissed off and yada, yada, yada. What I want to tell you about this is this. If you're an American right now and you're in the live stream or you live in America right now, and I asked you this question earlier, if you vote for Donald Trump, you have to have a reason why. What will he do for you? And if you vote for Kamala Harris, Kamala, say it every time to make sure I don't has any hard feelings. If you vote for her as a president, what is she going to do for you? And when I went down this whole list and I look at where life was to where life is, I have to tell you, and I got my blue jacket on because I have to be unbiased, but I have to tell you, I don't believe that right now, and look, everyone's in the live stream right now. I appreciate you. Like I said, I don't care who you vote for. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your opinion. But what I'm saying is, if you vote for Kamala Harris, then that means you're voting for high taxes, high interest, high gas prices, high grocery bills, a terrible border patrol down there. She's never been there. They asked her, have you been there? And she goes, I've never been to Europe. It's like, why would you even say that? You're supposed to be running this situation right now. Excuse me. If you vote for Trump, there's a lot of things that people want, okay? It's not about, I like this person or I like his clothes or it's about this. If he gets in office, you'll have lower taxes, you'll have lower gas prices, you'll have lower grocery bills, you'll have lower interest. And if you guys in the building right now, if you have kids, if you're watching this live right now and you have kids, then guess what? When your kids go to college and they graduate college, you want them to be able to go out there and get an investment, right? Get a property, get a home, whatever. Guess what? It's almost impossible. More people now are living with mom and dad than ever because they can't afford to get a house. Can't even afford rent prices. You know why? Because when interest prices are so freaking high, interest rates are so high, guess what? The mortgage is so high. So when you rent that house out, you're trying to get your mortgage covered, right? The whole point of an investor, someone that goes out there and buys property in real estate, is to go out there and buy a property, and then you can rent that house out. You can live in it. It's an investment, right? So if you get that house and say your mortgage is $2,000 or your mortgage is $10,000, right? Depends on where you live, how you live, or more. The goal is to get that property rented out. If the interest rate is so damn high and your mortgage is higher, guess what? Now rent's up. Now you got to rent that. Now guess what? When your family goes out to get a rental property, they can't find a freaking house because they can't afford the shit, right? So you're like, well, we're going to build low-income housing. Let me tell you this too, before we get off here. I want to ask you guys this question, and this is important to me. And I'm telling you unbiased shit. If you're watching this right now, I'm telling you the facts. We just had a hurricane smack through Florida, go up into Georgia, into the Carolinas, right? Hurricane came through and knocked some shit out. This is the problem. Don't you think when that happens, we got to put America first, right? That hurricane comes through. Everyone that's in the chat right now, if you're just joining us, hit that like button, put USA in the chat right now. If you're watching, you're part of the Mesa mob, throw the damn flags in there again. Let's get that flag waving. If you guys all hit that flag and put USA, we'll all see that flag waving in the stream. That's what we need right now. Here's the concern. The hurricane hits, Hurricane Helene, goes up and smacks the shit out of Florida, smacks the shit out of Georgia, and really levels Carolina, and they're not built for it. People in Georgia and Carolina don't even have flood insurance. Don't have flood insurance, most of them. Houses gone. Now, how does that get replaced? It doesn't. Why? Because there's no flood insurance. Nobody's paying for that. And the people that have flood insurance now are suing the insurance companies because they're not paying them out. Now, don't you think at that point in time, the Red Cross, people in this country would come together? We would have FEMA, right, stepping in to help our people. Get those flags in there. Get USA. If you're watching this live, put USA in the chat right now. If that happens, don't you think the people would be putting, America first and helping them out and being like, hey, no, that's not what happened. What Kamala said was, and Joe Biden said was, we don't have any money for that. We need more money. Why? How? Did Ukraine got billions of dollars? Billions of dollars. That's all the way across the damn world. Why are the people in our own country not giving that money? And why is all this money going to fund illegal immigrant housing? You guys hear me okay? You guys follow me okay? Listen, I'm telling you this shit. If you don't know this, you need to pay attention and you need to hear what I'm saying. I want you guys to understand something. If you're not following me or you don't know this shit, I'm telling you the truth. So you got to hear me. I don't give a damn who you vote for, but I'm telling you the truth right now. And I got my blue jacket on, like I said, to be completely unbiased. So people can't think, oh, yeah, red jacket on. Listen, they are funding illegal immigrant housing. So when they pour in here, they have a place to send them. I'm talking cell phones, I'm talking money, I'm talking healthcare, I'm talking a lot of stuff, and even funding transgender. Look, this is true. I want you guys to know this now. Now, when a hurricane hits and they say, we don't have any money for that, we got to find it. No, we should have the money for that because this is the USA. This is a country, quote unquote, to me, it's not quote unquote, but to people around the world, quote unquote, the best country in the world. To me, absolutely. Absolutely. I've traveled around to so many countries, been to so many countries around the world, and every time I land back into the U.S., I don't give a damn if I land back in L.A. I don't care if I land back in New York. I don't care if I land back in Miami. I don't care where I land back in the U.S. The minute we touch ground, I'm like, whew, back in the USA. Because this is the best damn country in the world. And you saw it in every way, shape, or form, even in the Olympics, was a blowout. Right? Now, when something happens in this country, don't you think we should get out there and help those people? Don't you think Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, whoever's in office should get out there and help our own freaking country? Why on earth would all of a sudden we say we don't have the money, but Ukraine's got billions of dollars from us? And I get it. We need to fund them. We need to help the situation. We need to help out our country. We need to help our allies. We need to get out there and make sure. Yeah, I know. That's all true. That's all true. I'm not saying that we shouldn't do something in that situation. But what I am saying is you got to play chess, not checkers. And I'm telling you this. You got to hear what I'm saying. You watching this live stream, you may not like how Donald Trump says something. You may not like how he positioned himself. You may not like his Twitter account. You may not like the car he drives. That's irrelevant. What's relevant is how we're living during his time as a president. That's what's important. Everybody in this live stream right now, when you go to get your car right now, why is your car payment so expensive? That's because interest is up. Why is your house so expensive? Why is a loaf of bread, peanut butter and jelly and ramen, why is all this shit expensive? Because the Joe Biden administration, Kamala Harris, Democratic Party, they have done this. When you pull up to the gas pump and you pull that gas pump out early because the shit is getting too expensive, including myself. Look, I'll be honest. I have plenty of money. That's not the situation. But I'm trying to be cheap and frugal right now too, because I look at the gas pump like, yo, my shit says $109. Like, what am I doing? $109 filling? Look, yep, that's a truck I was filling. Okay, I get it. Or an SUV or a Tahoe, whatever. Fine. When you get to $109, and if you're on a Tahoe and you're at $90-some and you're pumping regular gas, how does someone fill up $100 a clip and you got a family of 3, a family of 4, a family of 5, whatever you got? If you got a family, you got people to feed. That's a problem, right? That's a problem. And I'm just telling you the truth. This is happening under this administration. When I rewind back, and look, I'm telling you this shit because I want you guys in this live stream, people coming, I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to be happy. Get up as we expand this show and these guests come on, and I just had to push the limits a little bit with something. When the guests come on the show, I want people to be like, holy shit, this show's rocking. I want you guys to have time to join into the show, time to call into the show, time to speak to the celebrities. So I have some politicians that want to come on too. For you to speak to them, I want you to take time out of your day to come on here and hang out with me. How the hell can you do that when you got to focus on, you got to keep getting money, trying to find money? Shit's so expensive, right? Shit is so expensive. And let me tell you, everyone out there that's like, yeah, you know what? But Kamala Harris is going to give some money. She's going to give money to people. They're not going to want to go to work. Do you hear what I'm saying right now? The more money she tries to give out, those people are not going to want to go to work. Do you blame them? Do you blame them? Like, here's an extra $500 a month. Yeah, that sounds good on paper. That sounds good. But when you're getting that money, why would you go work for, $15 or $18 an hour when you're getting the shit for free? I'm just saying there's got to be a better system. And if you vote for me, shit, I run for president. I'll be out there, whites, blacks, Spanish, everybody to do great. Everyone to be out there rocking. I'm not going to be like, well, I'm only going to speak to the black men or the white women or the dogs. I'm speaking to everybody because I want everybody to come together. If you work hard, you get rewarded. If you don't work hard, you don't get rewarded. That's what it is. If you have an issue or a handicap, that is completely different. We got to help you. We got to help you. You deserve it. You're in our country. You didn't ask for that. You have a handicap or a disability. We got to help you. Hurricane flies through, Helene, or freaking whatever, all these damn shits that are happening through the country, Milton destroying Tampa and Sarasota and all that. We got to help you. Why? Because you're in our country. You're supporting our country. You're here. We got to help you. But guess what? You shouldn't be rewarded for waking up and just playing video games. Look, I love video games. Xbox, PlayStation. I'm going to come on here and play live against some people talking shit, saying they could beat me in Madden football. We're going to see how that goes. NBA 2K. We're going to do that live on the platform. We're going to add that to our show as we expand. We're going to have a live gaming platform. People can watch us play live the games. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got that because the play-by-plays, we know we're getting censored on that shit. So we're flipping the script, and we're going to be playing here live against random people calling in, playing live. You're going to see the whole games talking shit and having a good time. But let me break this down for you. You want the best for everybody. If you bust your ass and you show up to practice every day and you're just getting better, you're gonna get look, people are gonna be like, yo, look, you're good, right? Some people are blessed in a way where they can show up once a week and they're great. Some people gotta work harder at certain things, right? I got 4 kids, and guess what? All of them are great at different things. Some of them struggle with different things, right? We all have our own issues that we have to focus on. But at the end of the day, right now, what I see in this election is I see an administration, and this is unbiased. God damn it, like I said, for people that are joining right now, I got my blue jacket on, so I'm unbiased. It's blue jacket, not red, blue. I'm coming on here to talk about this shit real. Mile High is in the building. We appreciate you coming into the live stream. Welcome to the freaking show, Mile High. Let me get your anthem on there. I'm not going to forget that. One of the MVPs in the building. Welcome to the live stream. Let me tell you something, and I want you guys to understand something. My show has gotten censored countless times. If you're watching this right now, I want you to hear what I'm saying to you. You might not believe it. I know some of you do because you've seen this shit happen. I come on the live stream and there's over 200-300 people in the morning. We're talking about this. All of a sudden, whoop, right? It happens. But that's being resolved. I got a lot of opportunities. I'm also going to speak to someone else to push the envelope further and let them know and see how we get that response. But I want to tell you something. Everybody that's in this live stream right now or people that go out there and vote for someone that you think is going to help our country. Help our country. When you have a lot of poor people out there, it doesn't help them by raising taxes, raising gas price, and then going, hey, want $500? That's not how it works. It doesn't work like that. We just go further in debt, not to mention people are starting to lose their homes. Do you know how many people right now are going to be foreclosed on coming up? There's a lot of people out there that are getting ready to be foreclosed on because insurance are spiking up, the taxes are spiking up, a lot of things are happening, and because of that, I'm sweating during this live stream because I want you guys to know I'm telling you the truth. People that are in here right now, 66% of people are voting for Trump. that are in this live stream. A lot of people have come from New York Today's media page coming in here. I want you guys to know, more importantly, I want everyone in this building to be happy. People watching this show right now live, people watching this show later in the live stream, and as this expands, you're going to see we have some big-time conversations with some big-time networks. Takes a little bit of time to iron out some kinks. If we get this deal done, it is going to be massive because we will play on a network. That's what I'm saying. We'll play on a network in the morning live, 10 or 12 o'clock. They haven't figured out what they want to do. And then later on, it will stream again live on that network. That it'll be another replay, of the same show later on in the afternoon as well. So I'm letting you guys know we're working on some deals. Things are going to happen. All the marketing starts, and there's thousands of people going to be in here. We're going to have a lot of fun. And you guys, everybody in this damn live stream, you guys have come in here from the beginning of time when we started this damn show. And let me tell you something. You guys are the reason why this is growing. And I don't give a damn if you're a Trump supporter or you're a Harris supporter or you're an independent or whatever. All you guys in here, I have your best interest. Everyone that's in this building right now, I have your best interest. And that is why I'm telling you the cold facts right now. And I just showed you why this is bothering me is that Obama, if you're just joining us, he's hurting Kamala Harris in my eyes. He's out there campaigning on the campaign trail, trying to be like, oh, Kamala Harris, don't get out there and speak to black men only. Speak to black men specifically. Speak to just black people specifically. Get out there and speak to people in general and say, look, it's a woman president. You know, don't be scared to vote for a woman. I got to tell you something. I don't think that's the case because Hillary Clinton, when she ran against Trump, Trump won, but she got a lot of votes. When you watch that and go back and look at that whole situation, I don't think people were scared to vote for a woman at that point. She had a shit ton of votes. And then for him to get out there and just get up there and publicly speak and say, hey, you black men, I don't think that's fair. And I find that hard to believe. And I got this piece right here I want to show you again. Well, no, actually, it's a different piece right here of Stephen A. Smith here. Let me pull this up, actually, and let's see what the hell he's got to say. Listen to this for a second. Let's see what else he had to say.
In the right place in some of their eyes. You're President Obama. How do you ignore that? Inflation, the cost of living, the price of gas, the price of groceries. That don't matter? Folks ain't paying attention to that? Immigration and our borders. And this belief that there's an elevated level of sensitivity towards them, as opposed to black folks struggling, if not starving in this country. Yes, that plays a role too. Mm-hmm. I brought it up right here on this show. When the mayor of New York was talking about $53 million in prepaid credit cards for immigrants who came across our borders illegally and having prepaid credit cards for them. And I said, wait a minute, black folks been starving for years. We ain't get that. You don't think they notice? You don't think they know?
Did you guys see that right there? Did you guys see that right there? For all the people that are in here that are voting, did you see that right there? Did you hear what Stephen A. Smith just said? He said even the black people notice, right? They notice the interest rates, the rising of taxes, and all the prepaid credit cards for illegal immigrants coming into the country. And there's a lot of black people starving. And what I'm going to say is there's a lot of black and white people starving. This isn't a black people starving thing. This is a black people starving. And we have to acknowledge black people because black people have gone through a lot in history. We cannot forget that. But we cannot make it like a race situation where we're just talking about that. I will tell you this. There's Black History Month for a reason, and it's well-deserved. And black people have gone through a lot in this country before my time, before all your time. All the white people, you guys were not holding these slaves, so you guys are not responsible. Even though some people will say, all the white people are responsible. I'm here to tell you that back in the day, a lot of shit was bad. And it wasn't your fault in the live stream right now. It was back in the day. And it's letting it be known that, yeah, they deserve a lot of extra encouragement and things like that, and I believe it to be true. But it's 2024, heading into 2025. We got to come together. And what and I like what Stephen A. Smith say. I'm reaching out to Stephen A. Smith because we're going to have a live conversation, and then we're going to debate. I'm going to try to tell, why are you voting for Kamala Harris? I want to know his situation. I'm going to say, look, you're saying all this. I agree. Then I don't get it. So we got to debate with Stephen A. Smith here. You guys agree with that right now? Like, I would get on here right now. I like Stephen A. Smith. I love what he's done for sports. He's developed some opportunities for people to get some jobs that would never happen. People like Shannon Sharp are now going up there. Even people like Cam Newton, you might love and hate some of these people, but opportunities are building from people that have a voice, right? And I think it's awesome. But he's getting out there, he's letting it be known, and I love what he's bringing to the table. And this is the last piece of the pie that I want to show you right here from Stephen A. Smith. Last piece of the pie here.
Is it possible that the only reason some black folks, not me, but some black folks, may not be inclined to vote, or they may be a bit disenchanted, or dare I say may even be willing to go as far as voting for Trump? Is it possible that it's policy as opposed to misogyny? Is it possible that they looked at a Democratic Party that is locked in on addressing or not addressing immigration and folks crossing the borders illegally, and have prioritized focusing on that along?
Okay, now I've been saying this now the whole time. Everyone that's coming into the building right now, I appreciate the like button, subscribe. I've been saying this shit the whole time, right? And you guys know I've been saying this shit the whole time. And they're like, well, the black voters, do you think it's possible? This is what Stephen A. Smith is saying. Do you think it's possible that they are leaning toward not voting or voting for Trump because of policy? Policy. They don't believe in what the Democratic Party is doing, right? Like, you guys with me right now. You guys understand this shit. Do you think the reality is that they are upset of her policies of giving illegal immigrants money and prepaid credit cards and put them in hotels and giving them phones and health care and all this shit, and then the white and black people of the country here and current Spanish people or current whatever the hell you're from, if you're here illegally, you're a citizen, no problem with that. You deserve everything that we're getting. But do you think it's possible people are shifting to Trump because of policies? I will tell you right now, that is 150% the case. And he's making that be known. And he got up there, and listen, I'm not going to play the video again. I'm just going to pull this up to see. I'm going to mute this for a second. But
he asked black men to learn from black
this
women.
is what I don't like. Like, Obama gets out there and he starts talking. He starts saying, black people should get out there. The black people should get out there and vote. And the black, I'm talking to black people directly. And that's not a way to do this. It's just not a way to do it. And you know what? People that are in this building right now, as we get ready to sign off here in a second, I want you guys to understand something. When I get on here and I talk about this means so much to me and my family directly. But that's because I'm in the same boat you guys are in. You're building families, right? You got friends. They have kids. You want them to grow up and have a great time. You want our borders protected. All the new people coming into the building right now. If it's your first time watching us in the chat right now, put first time in the damn live stream. If you're joining us right now for the first time, put first time in the live stream right now, because people in the building are going to welcome you. They're going to show you love. They're going to appreciate you regardless of who you're voting for. Because at the end of the day, we got to come together. I don't give a shit if you directly vote for Kamala Harris, you vote for Trump. I believe you guys all want our country safe and want our protected. But I'm telling you what the policies are. So if you want the country safe, you want lower taxes, you want lower interest, you want lower gas prices, you want better grocery prices, then you better think about who you're voting for. And I bet you in this live stream right now, everybody watching this shit wants everything that I just said. I don't think anybody in here is like, I want to raise taxes on myself, right? So I believe everybody here is in together. So we got to vote for the right person. And what I don't like is that Obama, and the major part of this conversation today, is Obama gets up there and just talks to black men and literally puts them down. He literally got on there and put black men down. Not a good situation. Not a good situation. It's definitely not a good situation for Kamala Harris. It's not a good look for her to help her win. And the people that are just joining us right now, I always have my red jacket on. I put my blue jacket on to make sure that people come in here and go, oh, no, I'm biased. If I got to put a blue tie on, I'll do that too. I'm doing this because I want you guys to understand. I want you guys to be happy, protected. I want our families protected. I want people to understand what the hell's going on. And I don't think for a second that all of you people watching this, if you just joined us right now, if you voted for Joe Biden and you did not vote for Kamala Harris, well then, how did Kamala Harris get forced in there, right? And these are the kind of things that I'm pulling up here, showing you the border. I'm showing you what's going on. Joe Biden is upset because he was forced the hell out of office. You think Joe Biden really woke up? And I said it. You think Joe Biden woke up and he said, shit, man, I'm done with this. It's not what happened. He woke up and he probably got an email or got a text message or they were at his door like, hey, bro, you got your ass beat by Trump on national TV and we got to go another way. And even though I know that they forced her in on everybody in the Democratic Party, I know that they did that. What I'm saying is, even though I'm not going to vote Democrat, I'm voting Republican, I'm voting for Trump, I still know that they did the right thing. Democrats did the right thing. Like, Joe Biden's going to compete. Got to change it up. If your quarterback sucks right now, time to switch it up. So I'm not hating on them that they want him out. I think that's smart as hell. That was probably the smartest thing they did in 4 years. But what I'm saying is, if you didn't vote for Kamala Harris, you didn't vote for her, Kamala. If you didn't vote for her, how the hell is she getting there? And now you had no choice but to put her there. So the question comes down to, when you guys vote this year, I'm going to leave you guys with this because I know we got a few minutes left. Every day we're 10 to 11, and as we get ready to expand our show, we will be on a 2-hour block. It might be 10 to 12 or 12 to 2 with a big-time network. I'm just going to throw that out there, because the guests are going to be coming on the show, and guests will have full interviews. We will have a segment, so you guys understand. We will have a segment where we sit side by side with them live on the show. We'll have 2 chairs. We'll have microphones. If you're watching this right now, you're getting ready to see the Brandon Mason show go through the roof. I'm telling you right now, get ready for that. The guests are going to come on. We have a setup where it'll be chair and chair talking, and then we'll have a studio set up like this. You'll see all the desk and all the cameras and everything. You guys will enjoy it, and I appreciate you guys so much. But I'm going to leave you guys with this as we get ready to get off of this conversation. This is never an easy conversation to have. And people that are watching this right now, everyone that's in the live stream right now, as we get ready to get off, everyone put the flag in the chat or put USA one more time for us, or put Trump, or put Harris. Put something out there right now. I think that's important to let you two know what we're talking about. I appreciate you guys. Trump, Harris, USA, put the flag in there, whatever you want. It's a hard conversation because I want everybody, when I meet them, if they're good people, I want to be friends with them, right? Like, I don't have any enemies. I want to get on here and be like, oh, Trump, man. People are like, oh, I hate that guy. Or Harris, oh, I hate that guy. That's not the goal. The goal is not to get up here and talk about this shit and create enemies or create. The goal is to educate the people that are not involved, right? I'm not saying not educated. I'm not saying educate the uneducated. That's not how you put it. That's a terrible way to put it. Educate the people that are not as involved in politics. Educate the people that don't study it as much. Okay? And that is why I'm doing this. And everyone in the building right now, if you put USA, you put Trump, you put Harris, I'm saying your name right here in the live stream. Candy, we appreciate you. Nathan, we appreciate you. Stevie's girl, we appreciate you. Jeff Lee, we appreciate you. Larry's in the building. We appreciate you. We're going to let you call in. We're going to get that set up. The number will pop up. We're going to adjust that where you'll be able to call in live. I appreciate that, Larry, because I'd love to have you call in. Make sure you watch Monday through Friday because the updates are coming. Brenda, we appreciate you. Pitbull Mama, we appreciate you. Annie, we appreciate you so damn much. Tracy, we appreciate you. Everyone that's in the live stream right now, I greatly appreciate you. And I do this because I care about our country, first and foremost, right? I'm going to break it down so you understand. Our country, it comes in my family's household here, right? And then everybody, my friends, my Mason mobsters that are in the building, I appreciate you. You guys are the reason why this is growing, and this is going to be very big. We got some offers coming in that are very big, and I just haven't shared them because I want to do this the right way. I'm not going to be the guys that going to sell out and go, no, not going to happen. We're running the same show that you see right now. If we sign a deal or do something big here in the next few months, whatever we decide to do, I'm going to run this thing just like I've been running this damn thing. You're going to see it just like this. It'll be a lot better, looking a lot better. But I will make sure that you guys have the first opportunity to be a part of what we're doing and what we're building. I greatly appreciate you guys. All love to you guys. Just know we're getting closer and closer and closer. Do you guys know how many days until the election? Who knows? The first person to put in the chat how many days to the next election, you are going to spin the wheel on the next show. Pops was in the building. He couldn't stay. He's got some work to do, so he couldn't spin the wheel today, but he's supposed to spin it today. The first person to put in the live stream how many days till the election, you will spin the wheel on tomorrow's morning show. You'll be the person to spin the wheel on tomorrow morning show. How many days to the election? Somebody fact check this. Somebody fact check this. How many days until the next election? We got them coming in the building. Everybody drop it in there right now. Somebody let us know. Fact check it. What is it? Who got it right? Who's the winner? Who put it first in the live stream? You're going to spin the wheel tomorrow. on the show. I'm excited for that. I greatly appreciate you guys as we get it. I see in here people coming in. Dragon Fan put 24. Brennan put 21. Tracy put 26. Stevie's girl put 21. Somebody fact check that and let us know how many days to the election. What is it, November 5th? What is it? How many days we got? Someone calculate that if you're good in math and let us know the damn answer. Mason Mobsters, let us know the answer. So, guys, I appreciate you all. You guys mean a lot to me, and I just want to explain that. I hope I keep all of my friends, family, during these conversations. It's so important to get out there and just tell you the God's honest truth. We hit 11 o'clock. We're getting ready to sign off. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. Who's the winner in here? Pitbull Mama, did you get it right? Is it Brenda or Pitbull Mama? Who's spinning that wheel tomorrow? Please let me know. Someone fact check it right now. I appreciate all you guys. I greatly appreciate you guys. Tomorrow will be another morning show that you guys need to join. Be in here at 9:55. Guys, don't come at 10. Come at 9:55. The reason is when everyone starts talking in here, before we start the countdown, YouTube goes on here and sees who's talking and starts boosting ratings. And last thing before I leave you guys, leave a message on the video when we sign off. Mason Mobsters, all you guys in the building, I greatly appreciate you. When I sign off, Stevie's girl, Pitbull Mama, Nathan, Tracy, Brenda, Dragon, look, everyone in the building, Marvin, everybody that's watching this right now. Everybody that's watching this right now. When I sign off, give it a second, reload it, come back, give it about 15 seconds. At the bottom of the screen, leave a message right there. Not on the side, at the bottom. I want to see your message. To share this through YouTube. I will make sure the best message, we'll spin the wheel tomorrow as well. We'll have more people spinning tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. All love and respect. You guys make this great. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow for Hump Day on Wednesday. All love to you guys. All respect. You guys are the best. Mason Mob to the top. See you guys tomorrow morning.
It's so funny because okay, is when